So no, he tells me, he's like, just carry a crate and let's go. Like, I'm going to the front of the house.
Nice.
So I go to the front of the house and I see the guy that was like, that was getting in a fight with my homie. And I swear, I'm not even making it up. This fool has a gun. Is this thing on?
Testing 1, 2. Bueno, sí, claro, sí. Is it working?
I think it is. I see the red light right here.
All right, let's go.
Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Spilling the Frijoles. My name is Jairo,
And I'm Bryan.
and we are the
Mexican
Mexican Ways. What's up, Bill?
What's up? What's up?
Compa Bill's here.
Compa Bill is
Good
here.
to be here.
You guys have probably heard our prior podcast episodes, and we're bringing kind of everyone back, you can say, that pretty much was on our podcast before, and we want to show their face now to the audience.
Yeah. Visuals.
What was his podcast episode about? Oh, you were the tip. Are you a tipper?
Yeah.
Oh, the tipping.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
don't have Jonathan here, though.
We haven't had him yet, but
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll come on.
He'll come. But yeah, I remember, you didn't like the way Jonathan tips his waitresses and waiters.
What I know he's not doing right now is he's not tipping today.
That's for sure. He can be generous tipper, though, if he has a good experience.
Great kid, though. I love him. He's my boy. I love Jonathan. Shout out Jonathan.
And his brother's in the back of the camera right now, so you got to say good stuff,
Oh,
huh?
I love Jonathan. That was hilarious.
All right. Well, hey, Bill, you are a 49ers fan.
Faithful.
Yeah.
Faithful.
Well, you're from the Bay, so that's
Yeah.
good.
The
Makes
Yay
sense.
area.
You've always been a Niners fan growing up, all the way?
Yeah, since day one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Damn.
Damn. Do you know what's crazy? That I guess I found out the KC, the last time they were in the Super Bowl
50 years ago, no?
was 50?
That's what I saw.
What Super Bowl are we on now? What's
Super
this one?
Bowl. The Super Bowl.
What Super Bowl are we on now?
Super Bowl 51, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
last
yeah,
year.
KC has only made it once.
The first one, I'm assuming?
I don't know.
Or
I
the
don't
second one?
remember.
If it's
No,
been 50 years.
Yeah, they were saying like the cost of gum was a cent and a pickle was 3 cents.
It's crazy, huh? To see
Yeah.
them like,
I think Abe Lincoln was the president.
damn.
No.
So the last time the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl, it was 1969. They faced the Vikings.
Did they
Damn.
win?
Did they win? This is it?
When they faced
I don't think so.
the game that they ultimately won.
Oh, they did.
Mm,
It's been 50 years.
that's crazy.
Okay, at least they'll have won one because they ain't winning this one. What's up?
Yeah.
Hey,
So
at
you're
least-
confident.
I mean, look, the Niners are the dog on this one right now. We're +1.
hmm
So for the money, I think it's a great bet, and I do think we will prevail.
so you're
Okay.
calling it now. The Niners win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Niners defense is just defense Bryan, defense wins championships. Bryan was, for all you who don't know, was a legendary cornerback in his day.
At Burbank High. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out the record books.
Absolutely.
I'm on there.
Yeah, I think KC will fall behind
Okay.
like they did in these last
Yeah.
2 games, and they won't be able to come back on the Niners.
You don't think Mahomes
Wow.
is going to step up a notch and just start scoring?
I think he's a beast, but I think our front 4, man, they're all going to be projected Hall of Famers, first rounders.
So it's going to be a good
monsters.
game, nonetheless.
Yeah, it's gonna
High
be-
scoring?
I think it'll be over
The overs-
48.
I
Yeah.
thought it was 54 to
50.
over.
Yeah, now it jumped up. I think it's 56.
Oh,
Dude,
damn.
that's a lot.
I don't think
I
it's
think,
gonna
you
be
made
over.
that bet, right? The 56. You made the over. I think that's a lot of points.
54?
You
Okay,
went
54.
over. You got 54. Yeah, 54 is better than 56. I think 50. I think it's going to be right like at 56.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That one, I'm not to like be negative or anything, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah,
It's a
you-
Super Bowl game.
You think it's going to be a low scoring
I
game?
think it's gonna, yeah, it's a Super Bowl game.
Do you think
I
it's
don't
going
know.
to be like the Rams and the Patriots game?
That's the thing. That's the thing where I guess it could be like that. But I don't know the team, so I really don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, 56 isn't that many points, though. Think about it.
They each got to go over like 27.
Oh, is that? Well,
Ah,
usually
or
one will-
48 to like 20. It's a lot of
Oh
points.
yeah, I
Damn.
get, yeah. Actually, it's not. It's probably going to be under 56. I have the teaser at over 48. I think that's solid.
48 is pretty good.
Yeah,
It's better.
I think 48.
Yeah, I can see like a 35, 25, 24, I mean. Like,
Yeah.
And you'd be over.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the 60 ones, I was like, damn, that's
Here,
a lot of points.
Call,
The
so
50 ones.
let's call it now then. So who's going to score the first touchdown? Chiefs or Niners? Call that first.
Whoever wins the toss.
Yeah. Niners will score the first touchdown.
Okay, Brian saying whoever wins the toss.
Yeah,
Good answer.
whoever ends up with the ball
I'll say
first.
Niners score first. Okay, now just to obviously, Bill, you're gonna say Niners win the Super Bowl, Brian?
I mean, I don't know, but
Niners or
I'll
Chiefs?
say the Niners. I haven't seen the teams play.
I'll say Niners. You in the back? Chiefs.
Chiefs.
All right.
Damn.
Okay.
How you
3
feel about
against
that
1.
one?
Disappointed. I thought we were family. Man.
Found out you're a 49er.
All right, cool. Well, guys, this episode's about, do you really have your homies back when it comes down in like situationals and everything? And I'll break it down as we go, and we'll let you guys know as we get into the episode. But it's gonna be about that. So, I really want to know how you guys have each other's backs. Obviously, I know there's like different tiers, and we talked about this about what's really considered a best friend. But now we're gonna talk about, get more deep into that conversation. Now, do you really have this person's back? Whether it's your blood, whether it's your best friend, or just a friend you hang out with all the time. And I'm gonna talk about like situational events that's happened to me actually in my life too, and I'll bring them up. And then you really got to say, do you really have your friends back? All right, but we'll talk about that as we get into the episode. But I have some funny news. I wanted to tell you guys this and tell me what you think about this. So this guy was a crazy gambler, like Bill and I.
Yeah, like you, I was gonna say.
I think I am an addict.
So he's a crazy gambler, and what he did, he spent a lot of his money on scratchers. Okay, a lot.
Okay.
And his wife basically told him, like, if you don't stop spending your money on scratchers, I'm gonna divorce you. Okay. And then he one lucky day he got a scratcher and got like I think it was like 1.5 million from a scratcher.
Wow.
And he divorced his wife. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, we got to know what's really happening here. Like, maybe it was already in the verge. I don't think he did it because he won.
Well, he said that obviously that's the news. We don't know.
Exactly.
We don't know the
that
real
was
story.
on.
Yeah, that's the news. So literally he said that my wife said that she was going to divorce me because I gambled on scratchers too much.
Mm-hmm.
And when he finally won one, he divorced her.
I wonder if she's going to get half.
Interesting.
Oh, I would imagine so.
So you think he got a lawyer for sure, huh?
I think he's an idiot if he divorced her.
Well,
I'm sure he probably didn't do no prenups.
Yeah,
I mean, I see what you're
he
saying.
can't.
Yeah, it's half. No matter what, it's half.
Yeah,
Unless he did a prenup.
Yeah, we don't know.
I doubt.
We don't know. We don't know the story.
Right, this dude's. Yeah, that.
I would have ended it in good terms, or I would have just.
But would you have divorced your wife? Like if your wife was like let's say you have this habit obviously of gambling, and you do it no matter what, you do it.
Yeah.
Because you believe you might win one day. Just what this guy was doing. And your wife now is like literally telling you, you need to stop doing this and stop spending your money stupid, or I'm going to get a divorce from you. And you still do it and you win. Will you divorce your wife?
No, I mean, no, she's saying she's going to divorce me, right?
Because you're a gambler.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I won, she'd be stoked, and we don't.
But even though she already threatened you?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's
Yeah, but
more, they were probably having issues because I understand that gambling can be a serious addiction.
Mhm.
So maybe she really was worried about him. And it was just an ongoing thing of like, hey, you need to stop. You need to stop. But the headline that the news just got was that he said it like, yo, she's been asking for a divorce for X amount of time. I finally won. I'm going to get a divorce now. So, but I think I don't think it was because of that excuse. I think they've been having issues maybe. And then he said, fuck it. This is it. I'm done with it now.
Yeah, it's like, but I'm bouncing.
It makes him, to me, it makes him out to be a sketchy person because it's like he got the money and he bounced, but he was just hanging on because he didn't have money. Do you get what I'm saying?
A judge is never going to allow this dude to take all that cash.
Yeah, exactly. He should have done it prior to scratching. He should have divorced her first and then win by himself.
Right.
Gotcha.
Or make the claim in like a year.
Maybe he should have.
Exactly.
That would be funny. Or maybe he gives the scratcher to his friend and then he gives him like a little percentage.
You go.
Yeah.
Call this guy. Let's get a percentage giving him the idea.
That's
Exactly.
funny. Here's another funny one. I thought this was pretty funny. I want to tell you guys, and what would you have done? So this guy bought a couch at one of like the thrifty stores. They're really cheap, right? So he bought it, and I think it cost him like $20. Okay, when he got home and he basically put the couch in the living room area, he was cleaning it, And as he was cleaning it and he opened it, he found $400,000 in there.
Damn.
Okay, he bought the couch and he found 400 G's
in his couch, and
okay,
he basically called the police so they can get the $400,000.
Really? That's
what is this dude like?
He got scared, probably.
So, scared. Yeah.
What if it's like he thought like maybe this is like mafia money, like
perfect. Let's
I mean, whatever. I wouldn't. I mean, it is scary. I guess if I saw 400K, like it's a scary sight, and be like, "Yo,
scary."
Have a tracker takes you back to like No Town for Old Man or Country for
Old Man.
Yeah,
Old Man. Some of that movie,
like
really good movie. But like, yeah, I'd be scared because of something like that. But honestly, I would hang on to it and just do nothing. And if nothing happens, no one says anything.
But how long will you do nothing for?
Probably like a good 6 months
before you start.
Before I start saying
spending?
Like, okay, no one's looking for this, I start spending.
Yeah.
You're gonna buy like a new computer, an Apple Watch.
I don't know. I would want to get debt free and invest. Just invest. Like honestly,
crazy.
You gotta get.
You? Would you call the cops?
No, I'm gonna call my bookie and make a couple bets. That's what I'm gonna do.
Buy a home.
Well, he called the cops. He was scared and pretty much.
That's a true story too.
Well, it's on the headlines I'm reading. Just
is that the Acquirer?
It's like funny. It's like funny headlines that I'm reading.
Yeah,
I think they're pretty funny.
That's awesome. They are. They're hilarious.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, real quick, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about: do you really have your homies back when it comes down to it? Okay. So I'll put you guys in situations. We'll be back.
Let's do it.
Oh, sure.
And we're back. Yo,
what up?
Live.
I like these breaks because these breaks, I have to take a dump. During the podcast in the beginning, I didn't want to cut it off, so I just waited.
Ass break. So you were just sitting there, like
it's Thursday, by the way. It's been 2 days.
For what?
The break. You've been.
Oh, it's not that long. Yeah, imagine.
We're able to do. We had to put time in our car and everything.
Talking about timer, are you parked over there or over here?
I just put it in.
Oh, you just did it too.
Yeah, that's the VIP parking. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah, it
cool,
is.
Cool.
It is.
All right. Well, yeah. You guys ever come to our office?
If you ever guys are part of our podcast, bring quarters.
Yeah, bring some quarters.
Yeah, exactly.
Or we got you. We got you.
Yeah, we do have quarters.
All right. So let's get right into it, guys, because I know it's gonna be pretty long opinions. I want to hear from you guys, and I'm gonna put like situations. But before we like really get into the situations, I want you to define to me what it is for you to literally say, I got my homies back. Like what is that definition to you that you got your homies back? So we'll start with Bill since you're a guest. So what is that to you, Bill, when you say, oh yeah, I got my homies back always? Like what does
loyalty
that mean? Explain. Be more detail about that.
You need me, you call me and I'm there.
And you're there.
Yeah, you ask me, I'm there.
Okay.
I won't let you down.
So that's how you define in a fight, anything, you're there?
Yeah, loyalty. Just like you guys know, like, yeah, it's putting the people you love first before yourself.
Okay. Bryan, you define your
a friend. I don't have many.
No, not friends. Just
no, but that's what I'm saying.
Having your homies back.
Oh, what I thought you said define friend.
Yeah, homie.
No,
right?
define. What does it mean to you having your homies back? What does that mean?
What does it mean? It just means that, when times are tough or something's happening, you're there for your friend. It can be emotionally, financially, or anything. You're there. I think there's, like if you have a family, there might be some times where you probably can't be there, but I think as long as you're there and they know that, or you're very clear, I think that's, having your homies back.
Okay.
Because I'm sure life happens, and it might be, like I know you're about to give us scenarios where we probably can't help. No, I know. I already know scenarios. I've been put in scenarios.
Okay.
And I know that I did not have my homies back. Like I know I had his back, but it was tough at the time. It was a crazy situation that I was in.
We'll get into that.
I wouldn't change.
Oh,
I wouldn't change it. Like I wouldn't change my decision.
So we'll get into that. To me, defining that is like Bill says, loyalty, being there when you could and when you can. Obviously for the person, because sometimes as much as I want to say I have your back 100%, sometimes I can't. Just depends on what situation is going on in my life too. I might be going through some hardship stuff, and you ask me for a favor. Maybe I could be there, maybe I can't. It just all depends. Everything depends. But if for the most part I can be there for you, I'll try. I will try. And that's even if it puts me in debt too. And I've been in many situations like that too. So, I do help a lot. And I think it's loyalty is the number one. That's how I
Yeah,
define
for sure.
having your homies back. Trust for sure. Also,
Yeah, and loyalty, trust, and
yeah,
I don't know, money, the financial aspect, like, I mean, that doesn't. It goes way beyond that,
yeah. No, I
like
get it. I'm
it,
just giving
yeah,
scenarios. It can
yeah,
be anything. I'm
yeah,
just saying.
right, right.
I wish I can always say I'll have your back 100%, and that's why I never promise. I just say like I'll have your back if I can have your back because things come up in my life too, and I don't want to make a promise that I'm always
Yeah,
gonna be there because then I come off looking wrong. So I always say, look, man, if I can do it, I'll do it, and if I can't, I can't. Literally, I can't because
yeah.
there's a reason for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, emotionally, I think I can't imagine a scenario where I wouldn't be there for somebody
Okay.
that
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love.
So let's talk about
Yeah,
this then.
100%.
So let's talk about let's get down to it with physical. Okay. So and you guys can answer this question physically. You have a friend, and he obviously when he's drinking, he's a problem child. So he goes around causing drama, and you know how this friend is, and he's getting his ass kicked right now. Are you gonna jump in?
Man, that's a great one.
I
Cause
was in that
me
situation.
So
too.
That was the one I was
So
in.
let's see.
Okay, well,
Yeah. And the
me-
thing is if it was one like the situation I was in is super legit. I've talked to him. We're cool. Everything like he understands. It was different at that time. Like he was like, "Yo, like what happened?" And I think now that we still kept in touch, he's like, "No, I get it, and I will never hold you against that." I understand. So what happened is we went to a party where we knew nobody. We knew nobody. It was just him, myself, and one other dude.
ooh,
Nobody. The minute we got there, it was already bad. It was already bad vibes. Like it was like, whoa, like we need to get. This is back in high school when I looked different. And
what city was it? Same city?
Pacoima,
Ooh,
we were in
okay.
Pacoima, okay, yeah. And then it was already bad. And then I just remember like we got split up because people were talking to me and then people were talking to him, trying to get us out. Um, so my friend he was drinking a little bit already, and he just said that he felt threatened, and he just started swinging. So he started swinging, and he obviously it goes down like I said, it's everybody at that party versus us. So he's getting jumped now, like, and I see this happening. So the only thing that I thought to do at that time was like I'm not gonna jump in. I'm not gonna jump in and get my ass kicked, and then I have to explain like situations to my parents. I have to explain the whole thing. I have a lot of people to explain to. So I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. I was like, I'm just gonna run in there, like kill time, do something, yell or whatever, distract them, and get them up and tell them to run. So what I did is I did exactly that. I ran in there. I yelled like the cops are coming. The cops are coming. It's funny. Everyone froze, looked at me. Had enough time for him to get up, and we both just ran in separate ways. And that was the only thing that I did and could have done. And people, that's back then. Like, yeah, there was times where we were talking. I was talking to other people, like, yo, like, why didn't you jump in? I was like, bro, if you would have seen what I've seen, it would have been dumb for me to jump in. Like, if that was me getting jumped, I would have said, don't jump in because we're gonna about to lose this shit. Like, it's not like I don't want you get your ass beat, for something that maybe I caused or something that happened. Like I don't need unless it's safe. That's honestly what I would tell you and what I would tell you. Like
You did jump in though.
I just jumped, I just
You
ran
did,
through there. I
yeah.
caused chaos and I ran away. That's
Hey,
all I
you
did.
got him out of there.
And
So
we
in
did,
other
yeah.
words, that was a strategic, tactical
Yeah, it
move.
was smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, that's a good idea. Like you literally saved both of you from getting your ass beat.
Yeah, it was bad.
Him too, though.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
stopped the bleeding right away. It sounds like.
Pretty much that's what happened. It was enough
So?
time. It was like chaotic. Obviously, someone yelling, the cops are here, the cops are here, got people's attention. And yeah, it was enough time for us to run. And that's how it went down. I think I would do the same thing now. Like honestly, even if it's Heido, I think I would like maybe take a few hits, but my goal would not to be to jump in. It would be to get him the hell out of there. Whether I gotta drag him and just like cover him and shield him, that's all I would do. Like I'm not gonna fight there. Like I think if I'm shielding him enough, people will be like, wait, they'll stop. I don't think they'll really want to hurt me unless it was a whole drama thing. Then I better be ready. You know, if we're seriously outnumbered, that's the
Yeah,
case.
yeah. I think if you're getting jumped, you got to get out of that. I've been jumped. That's it. You can't see it that much anymore. But I got my whole eye split open. I got jumped, but that was outside. My friends did jump in, but I had more than one friend. So yeah, it's scenario based, I
Yeah.
think. But I think if you sit there and watch your buddy get his ass beat and don't do anything, that's a whole different scenario.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you did it smart.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
still
Yeah.
had his
you
back,
did
but you
jump
did it
in. You just did it
in
differently.
smart way. And how about you, Bill? You had a situation like that?
Well, yeah. So this is funny you asked that because this almost is. So there was a guy. I'm not going to mention his name because
fine.
he'll know exactly who he is. So in our crew, like we had a tight unit, and this guy would always be the one to start the fights.
Okay.
And we'd always fight. Like when I was playing ball in college, and we were like our own little gang. And it's just facts. And we would fight. And this guy started fight after fight after fight. And then I kind of had enough of this guy starting the fights.
Yeah.
And my other buddy, who's just an absolute beast, would always be the one who would end the fights by big hits, right?
Uh-huh.
And I remember we were, it was kind of like we were in San Felipe, and he started a fight again, and I had enough. I was like, you know what? I said to Jonathan, I said, let him fight. Fuck it. I'm done. Like, I was just done fighting for this guy.
Yeah.
And it did change our relationship because I realized this dude was kind of poison. Like, he was just stirring the pot and then stepping back and letting everyone else throw down. And it just,
It's like he knew, like, oh, I can fight because my homies have my back. Instead of like saying, like, hey, we're out here having a good time. Why you gotta start a fight?
And he would start fights like really, you know,
For no reason.
yeah, for no reason.
So he was a hothead. probably.
Hothead, partier, heavy drinker. And he would just start the fights and everyone would finish him. And I was the one who finally in San Felipe, I said, fuck it. Let him fight.
Yeah. Like, you're over it.
Fight.
Yeah, you're over it. You're
that's
done.
it. I don't want to fight no
Why
more.
do you
I'm
gotta go?
done
Why do you
fighting.
gotta go home all beat up just because your friend's doing something stupid?
Yeah, like,
And-
man.
And that's what kind of where I like the way I believe in stuff like that. It's like look, I step away from those people now. If you're getting in a fight, Bill, I know you're a good person. Obviously, maybe when you were younger, I don't know what you used to do, but I'm just saying, like, now, like the way I know you now and the way I know Bryan is like, if I know that Bryan's fighting, something went down because I know Bryan's not going around looking for a fight. I know if like Fabian, the cameraman, if he's out and we're out partying and he's fighting, I'm gonna jump in because I know he wouldn't start it. But let's just say like Fabian was always the type, even if as a cousin, okay, even as a cousin, because he's my cousin. I get it. I have to have his back. He's my cousin. But then I would probably stop hanging out with that cousin less. I would, because now it sounds like Fabian, every time he's drunk or what, he's causing the problem. And I'm not there to go fight. I'm there to have a good time. So as a cousin, yeah, I'll stop hanging out with him. I would, just like I would stop hanging out with my friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I will have his back. I'll probably yell at him, get mad at him, be like, bro, why you gotta always freaking do this shit, man? Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump in just because he's my blood. But it's like I will call his ass out and probably stop hanging out with that person. And I've had lost friends because of that reason. Like, I'm just done with like you always just starting drama, bro. Like, I'm out here to have fun.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, I just want to party. I want to go clubbing. I don't want to fight.
Yeah,
You
we're
know?
past that.
But
You guys are
but you know,
past
but
that
I get it.
stage.
Like, that's what I'm saying. But if I go clubbing with Bryan,
if I wanted to fight, I would join boxing or some shit.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
It's too dangerous now. Anyways, who's fighting?
Yeah.
People aren't going to be fighting.
Hey, people really enjoy fighting though.
yeah,
I
some
know,
people
but they're
thrive off
they're
that shit.
yeah, but you could get killed these days.
they
It's
just-
not.
They start
Yeah,
like when they get
it's
drunk,
bad.
like, oh, I'll fuck up anybody. What's up? I don't give a damn. Like, damn, fool, chill. And that's when I know, like, damn, I don't want to hang out with you anymore. Like, you're like a person looking just for trouble.
You know what I know for sure? I
Mm.
guarantee this. I don't give a shit who you are. Everyone's gonna get their ass beat at some point.
Hey,
Somebody.
I
could
was. I
beat
swear to
your
God, I was just
ass.
gonna say this. Honestly, guys, no lie. I've never ever been in a fight.
Wow.
We
Never.
actually have. I remember one.
Wait, which one?
in middle school. The dance.
That wasn't a fight though. So I'll tell you what
You
happened.
didn't want to say that,
No,
guys. I got him.
no. I honestly, this is why I don't consider that a fight. What happened? That I was in middle school. I was what, like, probably 11 or 12.
Yeah.
And what happened? This is legit. What happened? Some guy came up to me and said, "Are you Bryan?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." Clipped me and ran. That's exactly what happened. I didn't know what happened. I was like, who is this little guy? That was all done. Like I wouldn't consider that a fight because I didn't even have it. Yeah, he literally got me in the chin. But it was like I was confused by it. Like I was really confused by it. It didn't hurt me. I was fine. I was totally fine. But that's why I don't consider that a fight.
Yeah.
I've never actually had swung at someone. You get what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Like I've never.
Wow,
yeah, it's a true story.
Wow, that's
crazy.
Hey, good for you.
I'm
You know
thinking,
what?
yeah,
I love.
this
guy is like the sweetest guy.
I've never, like, honestly, I've always, like,
But he'll kill you too.
I've been into crazy arguments. Heido knows. I've been into crazy arguments, crazy ones, to the point where I've even told myself, like, I think I'm about to fight right now. Like, I'm gonna fight right now. This guy's gonna want to fight me. Yeah. And no, it's been like cool, whatever. I deflected. It's like, all right, whatever. Boom, we're done.
I'm kind of like Bryan though too. I've never been in a fight. It was just one fight, and I'll never forget this because my cousin Angel kind of made me do it, and my brother kind of made me do it too. I was at a wedding, and this is funny. I'll never forget this. This is my first fight ever. I was at a wedding, and there's a little kid. I was small. I was probably like 7 years old. Okay, and this little kid's talking smack about me, just talking like smack, like you're stupid, like little kid smack talking, and I basically kind of like made me cry, you know, because I got bullied and shit. And then my cousin Angel, because he's a big guy, and my brother are like, don't be a bitch, go up to him, kick his ass, don't let him treat you like that, you know. And I don't want to. Fucking go do it, kick his ass, he's talking shit. And then I'm like, okay, and I just go, and I just remember closing my eyes and I'm swinging, okay, just going like this, swinging, and then boom, I hit him right in the eye, boom, like right here. And I just remember he falls. And I remember like my brother and my cousin like, hell yeah, you see good shit. Now look, he's not talking shit no more. I remember his mom comes, oh, what's going on? Everything. Well, he was talking shit to him, pushing him around because he was pushing me too and everything. He was bullying him. Oh, you guys shouldn't be fighting like that or telling him to do it, whatever. And then they're all like, my cousin and my brother are going like, no, you did good. Fuck what she says, you know? And I just remember looking at the kid from distance, and he's like, looks at me, and he's like, he's trying to look for his middle finger. I guess I dazed him, and he's going like this, and he like had to put all his fingers just to go like that. It's funny, like he was dazed or something, right? But then at the end, it's funny because we end up playing together, and we become friends.
The same day?
The same day.
That's hilarious.
That was my only fight.
How old were you?
Like 7. And we started playing hide and seek. He was cool to me though. He didn't treat me like shit.
He didn't bully you no more.
That probably was a good lesson for both of you.
Yeah, I've never seen him in my life again. He was just some random kid. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't know what part. I know it was a wedding, but I don't know if he was like what part of the family. I don't remember him. I just remember that I did do that. Yeah. How about you, Bill? Fights for you.
Man, you're gonna make me look bad. Huh?
He used to hang out with the guy that fight all the time.
No, we definitely got in a lot of scraps.
Yeah.
A lot, yeah.
Any of them where you probably lost, or you think you won them all?
Oh no, I lost some.
Oh, you lost some too.
Oh yeah, there was one time I literally got Coldcock jumped. This eye was split completely open. We were at a Warrior game. The next day, I mean, my eye was shut. I was just tore up on my face.
And this was because of your friend?
No, I was just outside a bar in Palo Alto and just got jumped.
How though? Like, did you talk smack? Did you talk shit?
You know what? I don't really remember. Probably like, hey, bumping it, you bumped it. Wait, what's up with you? Type of thing. And then some dude cold cocked me, and then they jumped on me. They were kicking me, and
oh shit,
yeah, that was a hospital deal.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But all my buddies, we were definitely there for each other. Your scenario, though, just to like put closure on that, I mean, that was a smart move. I mean, especially if you're in a new city like Pacoima, like you got to figure out how to get out. Yeah. You might not have survived that. Like,
I mean, the story goes crazier, and I don't know that. Like, I remember I tried to go off to the side of the house. And it was locked, you know. It was there was a gate thing, and I couldn't jump over, so I was like, "Fuck!" So I kind of like start coming back to like the backyard, and I see the DJ, and DJ's he's packing up and shit, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, like, can I just fucking help you? Like, I need to get out of here, and I don't want people to see me." And he was like, he goes, hey, you're the fucking guys that came and the fucking whole shit started. And I was like, yeah, bro. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, I'm just trying to bounce.
Yeah.
And then
You're still in the house?
I'm still in the house.
After you said cops?
Yeah, because the way I ran, like I ran into a dead end. So it was like, yeah. So I was scared.
Okay.
And then so I came back out, and then it's funny, the DJs back then, he had crates. Like he had the vinyls.
Yeah.
And then he was actual, like, he had the old crates, the
Said
old time
hop
DJ.
in?
So no, he tells me, he's like, just carry a crate and let's go. Like, I'm going to the front of the house.
Nice.
So I go to the front of the house and I see the guy that was like, that was getting in a fight with my homie. And I swear, I'm not even making it up. This fool has a gun. And that's when I'm like,
That's what I'm
fuck.
saying,
Like, yeah, I'm
yeah.
like, fuck, dude. Like I got scared again. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, and I gotta find these guys. And
Where's
then
your boy now?
so he ended up getting away. He actually booked it.
Okay.
And then he was like at another house, like just waiting, because we all got split up. It was 3 of us. And then the other guy, like I saw him, like same thing. Something was happening to him, like where he was fighting, and there was a fence, like a big fence, a huge fence. I just saw that thing tip over, and I was like, "What the fuck happened over there, dude?" Like I was like, "Did this guy just fall like down a hill, like?" Because I didn't know where it led, and I was like, that I saw a whole fence just go, and like 4 or 3 guys like fall, kind of
Jeez.
that. Yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
bad. It was, I don't know. He knew that day. Like everyone got called.
This
like
was
my cousin.
heavy in your heart.
It was a crazy
seems.
day. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
And then and then seeing the gun, and then like the guy saying like fuck this, like fuck those foods. I'm like, okay, I need to get the fuck out of here now. And I just literally we regrouped like at a location. Like we ran far. Luckily I ran into a guy, like a homie that I knew from high school, and he got me out. Like he got, because our car was parked in front of the house.
Rule
That's
number
crazy.
1 though, as your kids get older, and when you have your son,
Mm-hmm.
because you are gonna have a boy, by the way.
You're calling it already?
Yeah, I already know.
That's funny.
But the rule number 1 though, you do not go to a party that you don't know people. Like you don't do that. It's just like my boys are not. You cannot go to a party that you're not invited to. That you
Even if it's
don't
like,
know.
let's say it's a flyer party.
By yourself with 2 buddies.
Yeah. Like
in a
like your son
No.
and his 2 buddies, and it's a flyer party.
no.
Yeah, it's pretty sketchy.
No,
now
because
that I
that's
think about it.
another high school, another clique. I mean, that's just bad. You're gonna get your ass kicked.
If
I mean,
yeah, obviously if you go looking for it,
you walk into a party and
when nobody knows you, maybe it's already bad
it's
vibes.
all bad.
and
It's
it's-
bad vibes right away. They're like, who? If you're girl,
But you know what? I would say the reason that like bad vibes is because Bryan used to dress kind of gangsterish.
Yeah,
So that's like what the things that I say you're calling
bad
for it.
idea. Yeah,
You know what I'm
in
saying?
Pacoima.
But people, I'm telling you,
No, but think about it like this.
it's
Let's say,
bad vibes.
let's just say like Fabian, like to put it in his perspective, like the way he looks, he doesn't look like a cholo. He looks like a good kid. He goes to like a party of a new like high school or something. It's like, and all of a sudden like the girls are more like, hey, look, who are those guys? And all of a sudden they're picking up girls.
Oh, they'll be
They're
haters.
not gonna like it. Yeah, there's gonna be
Exactly.
guys that are gonna be like, what the fuck?
Haters.
Like, who are these fools?
See,
And haters. Yeah,
then I'll just say, Fabian, stop looking cute.
exactly.
Dress
Yeah.
like shit.
Yeah, and that's a risk. Maybe it won't go down like that. Like maybe.
Yeah.
It does. I'm
But I-
telling you, the one time my boys went, same shit.
Yeah.
They had to balance. It got ugly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Okay, well, that and that's what I'm saying. So in that situations that we talked about, like right there is like, technically, if you know that you have a homie that's like a hothead, you probably stay away from this person. I'm guessing this homie,
You
right?
should rethink about calling him your homie.
Call me your homie.
You know,
right?
it depends. Unless you want to fight too, then all power to you. You know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But if you're not looking for trouble and you just know that, hey, you're getting into trouble every time you're with this person,
Mhm.
it's on you. You already know it's a pattern.
So what do you guys do now in situationals? Let's say like, this big guy, like bigger than you. Well, let's just say big guy, and he wants to fight you. Do you fight?
Nah.
Like, what do you mean?
He's
What-
big. He's a big guy.
he
Whatever. You
just
bump
says,
into him, he'd be like, hey, like you even say like, hey, sorry, and he says, fuck, you're sorry.
Yeah.
What do you say
Today?
today? Big guy.
No, today, I mean, not
So
a
how do you answer
chance.
that? Big ass guy, you just bumped into him, and you said, Bill, because he bumped into you, and you still had the nice vibe to say, hey, sorry, man. And he goes, fuck, you're sorry. What do you
Right.
say right there? to
Big
him?
or small, though? Like
He's
it's-
big. He's a
no,
big
I'm
dude.
saying either
Oh, okay,
big or small. It
Okay.
doesn't even matter.
What would you say then? How would you answer him back?
I would just keep on moving. I mean, I wouldn't even like. I got too much to lose.
So that's it. You're done. You just won't even.
The one that gets me, because that's
if
easy.
he puts his
that's
hands
easy to
on
walk
me,
away.
that's a different.
What
story.
do you do though if he touches your girl's butt?
Oh,
a big guy.
It's on.
So you're fighting, and he's big ass fool.
And he touches my wife's ass. My wife.
You're fighting?
Oh, I'm just gonna smash him.
What happens if he kicks your ass?
I mean, then he kicks my ass. But if someone touches my
but then,
wife,
I get it. So you're defending your wife. I get it, right?
Yeah, I mean.
So he kicks your ass, and you're on the floor, and now your wife is defenseless.
I mean, look, that's kind of life. Like, I mean,
yeah, that's always
my
been a
wife
tough.
will tell
that's
you
always
stories.
been a tough one for me because I'm not a big guy, But
Yeah.
I would it's tough for me. Like I would just try to really verbally kick this guy's ass.
So that's what I'm saying.
Verbally,
Bill, don't you?
Yeah, I know. I mean,
don't you have like a scenario where if I even try, I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked, and even though he did that to your wife, if you try, you're probably gonna get your ass kicked. And not only that, I'm gonna go above and beyond. You don't even know because this guy's already crazy to touch your girl's butt.
This has happened.
Yeah, correct. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Let me just say this before you continue. So let's just say he's already crazy enough to touch your girl's butt in front of you, right? Or your wife's butt. Okay. What makes you think that he doesn't have a knife too, or maybe a gun, if you want to get down?
Yeah. So what's the scenario though? Can we just keep on moving and leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
You touch your wife's butt, and
you're at a casino.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess, the instinctual me would probably like not give a fuck.
Yeah, well, let's just see it this way. Like it's a big dude, and it's your wife says like, hey, this guy just grabbed my ass, and you turn around, you look, and it's a big ass guy.
You know that you're gonna get your ass kicked by this guy.
Yeah.
So like, what do you do? You're at the casino, and she tells you this.
Yeah, I'm at the casino. Someone touches my wife's ass. My number one priority would be to get her to safety and avoid, a disaster. I guess would be my at this time in my life. Yeah, like get out. I mean, if I was cornered and I was in just some precarious situation and someone touched, I just like pray to God and go for it.
You will fight 100%. Yeah, I agree with that.
But you know what I'm saying? But if I'm in a situation where I could see an out and get to safety and get my wife safe, that would be my first.
So
priority.
in that scenario, then you're saying you would call security?
Yeah, security! Or like I would try to I would beeline to a safe scenario.
So you'll have her like maybe behind you and be like,
yeah, we were at a bar in San Francisco. She'll tell you this story, and she was pregnant.
Okay.
And when I was younger, it was a different situation, but there was a gnarly fight that broke out.
Okay.
And I fucking cleared. Now I was a much bigger dude back then, but I cleared that place out. Like, an army of men would my baby was in, she was probably 4 or 5 months pregnant. And I was going to do anything I could to just make sure she was safe. So my instincts were kill or be killed type of thing. Today, I'd probably shoot for the safety route for us.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
what would you do, Heido?
I think I would honestly look, I'm going to gamble my odds. Okay. If there's a big ass fool, because look, man, I don't know. I'm not a fighter either. So I don't know if I'm going to be good at, I know I have a big hand and maybe I can
do good,
hopefully fight. But if I know that there's a big dude and he grabs my girl's ass and I'm going to try and be like, hey dude, what, I'll say that. And he'll say what's up, bitch? What are you going to do about it? Then, and the next thing I'm going to be like, hey, fool, I'm not trying to fight, but what are you doing, dog? Why you, that's disrespect. I don't go, fuck. What are you going to do? And I'm probably going to try and get away from it. Now, if he's charging at me, it's like, what's up, fool? I say, what are you? And then that's it. I'm getting down.
Now you're getting pinned.
But now it's, I have no choice. Now it's getting down, and I'll tell my girl, you need to run, because I don't know if this fool kicks my ass, I don't know what's he's gonna do to you if I'm on the floor dead, or whatever, right? So that's it. I'm ready to fight. But if I can avoid it, I'm gonna try and avoid it. That's my main thing. If I can avoid it, I'm gonna try and avoid it. And if my girl down the line tells me, "Oh, you're a fucking pussy," then she's not for me either, and I'll let her go too. I'll let her ass go too. Like that's like just like I'm not gonna fucking like fight, and if I can avoid it, because like I said, if this fool was already crazy enough to touch my girl's ass in front of me, he probably has a gun, he probably has a knife, and I don't want to gamble that. So I'd rather just be like, this was fucking crazy. Let's get the fuck out of here if we can make it out. Like the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sure. I'm being real. That's what I would do.
I mean, I think the only thing about just swinging right away is it's reverse.
Hopefully get it.
And it's reverse psychology. Like fight. That's half the battle.
Yeah.
You know, it's like go unloading on somebody on the field. You know, you see that receiver get the ball, like you would unload on that guy.
Yeah.
It's but hey, avoid fighting.
So you're saying the build today will avoid the fight?
Yeah.
Even if you grab your wife's ass?
I mean, I would probably instinctually look to try to just be as safe as possible. So whatever that scenario would be, but I would prefer not to fight.
Okay. So you wouldn't fight. We're putting it down. You're not going to fight.
I mean, yeah, if we got to put it down.
All right, Brian, you?
I would avoid it too. I would really probably end up maybe getting in a fight because I would talk a lot of shit.
You'll totally talk.
But I would start getting like, I would tell her like, go get security. I'll give you the same example. I was like casino. I would tell her like right away, like, okay, call security. I'm gonna just talk shit to this fool to keep him here.
So okay, just give me an example. What's the shit talking? I want to hear it.
I'll tell him like you did. Like I'll approach him. So let's do it. I'll be like, hey bro, like obviously I'm like that too. Like nice. I'm like, hey bro, like. Hey, honestly, you know, she's my wife, bro. Like,
I know she's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine.
I know she's really good looking. Thank you. But like, why? Don't touch her butt, bro. You know.
Okay, but what are you gonna do?
Me, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just telling you, please don't touch her butt. That's all I'm telling you. Simple, really. Like,
could I
request.
slap it?
This was talking shit so nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me jump in. Yeah, can I slap it then?
No, the only one that's gonna be slapping is me.
Yeah,
I mean, I understand that you really want to touch it. I understand, but don't be a pervert, bro. Like, there's, you know, like there's single girls out here. Like, you're a pig, bro. You know, relax. Maybe you had one too many.
Okay,
that's my dog right there.
Yeah, it's like
that.
It's the most nice shit talking I've ever heard in my life.
I'm telling you,
please.
I feel like I would win verbally. Like I would fuck him up verbally, and that he's gonna get pissed off. He's gonna be like, well, "What's up, fool?" Like, I'm gonna like start approaching me.
Probably want to fight.
Yeah, and that's why she's already calling security, taking care of that issue. And then you know that's the best thing. Like when you're in a situation with security that I've seen all the time, me and my dad. If you're calm and collective, the security is always going to be like, well, why is this guy so crazy? He's fine. Like, I don't have to worry about him. Even, like, if you're in a cop situation, like, when you're calm, they don't worry about you. So I'll just tell them nice. I'll be like, look, this guy really just touched my wife's butt. You guys need to get him out of here. Like, that's harassment. I actually want to press charges on him.
It's just hard to, like, really, like, pin
But now if I'm in the streets, bro, then, oh, fuck, that's different. Like, I would really, like, yeah, with him, too. Like, I'll be like, yo, like, honestly, go to the car, lock yourself in. Like, I'm going to talk shit to this fool, call 911. Like, I'll tell you, yeah, call 911. I ain't scared of calling 911. Call 911, just tell him what happened, and I'll see, like, how long I can keep this fool here detained. You know, but always be on high alert. Keep your head on a swivel kind of thing.
In the streets, I'm swinging. I'm not messing around because I've been there.
It's crazy.
It's scary. Yeah,
so,
like, you got it.
So I'm just trying to push your button, guys. Like, where do you really fight? Because it sounds like so far you guys would probably always trying to avoid a fight. How about, like, a road rager?
Oh no, I have fun with road ragers.
Like you know, like he like you cut him off, whatever, and then he comes to the side and it's a red light. He's like, okay, get out of your car, motherfucker.
Yeah,
What's up?
mean,
you trying to get down? Let's go. You want to cut me off again? Let's do it. And he gets out of his car. But you're gonna take the red light?
No, I just feel like he's not gonna get to me unless like I'm okay. You put the scenario, I'm like boxed in, and he starts getting out of the car. Yeah, I'm locking my windows and putting everything up.
Even though you were the road rager?
No, probably. I mean, I'm not a road rager. I never.
When you cut fools off, yeah, you have.
No, I don't. I always give them enough room. I don't cut fools off. I don't.
Lies.
Unless they cut me off first.
That's what I'm saying. But you do it. I seen you. You speed up and then you cut them off.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, if you want.
And then he tells you, "All right, get out of the car now."
Let's tell him like this.
So okay, so you wouldn't get out. You?
No, you're not getting out of the car. I mean, no. There's guns.
That's what I'm saying. See, I put myself in that scenario too.
For me, it's all about I got kids now. But for the record, all this stuff is completely opposite of what I would have done years ago.
So what do you do now? Like when, you know, like you guys, obviously we get pissed off because there's obviously stupid driving, right? And then you like pull to the side and tell that person like, hey, like, are you stupid or something? You know how people do that, right? Like they do that. Like they go like, "Hey, are you
Nah,
stupid?"
you know what, Heido? Like honestly, I've changed a lot, bro. That like the last 2 years, like I just don't even deal with that. Like I feel like the more focused I go on that, like getting pissed off, like I notice it does create like a negative energy to me, and it's like I'm stressed out more throughout the day.
Mm.
So I try to laugh about things. Like if some person really gets mad, I kind of say that like I'm like, yo, like it's so crazy how mad this person really is right now. And I think it's funny. I'm like, I would never be that mad if someone cut me off.
Okay.
Like I would just be like, oh shit, they cut me off. Whatever. Let's go about our day.
And you?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta go be somewhere. Like,
So you don't talk smack.
I mean,
so you don't.
oh yeah,
You don't
probably.
talk. You don't talk smack to these people.
Oh yeah, I'd probably tell them to fuck off or something and just be on my way.
So like, if this person is driving like an idiot, do you like try and go in front of him and roll down?
No,
your window? Hey, stop driving like an idiot, or you just pass him?
5 years ago, yeah, but
Not
today,
no more.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. I recommend that you guys try to just go that route. Like, don't even stress. Because I seen my dad. Like, my dad can get like that sometimes. And I just see how mad he really gets. And I'm just like, why are you doing that to yourself? Like, I feel it's really unhealthy, kind of.
Okay.
You know, it's like, why are you stressing yourself out for something
Exactly.
so dumb?
We got real issues.
Yeah, like, don't worry about that shit. So,
Okay.
don't
Well,
stress, guys.
well, this all relates, like, kind of like what I'm saying. So now I know you guys are different, and you're all like these type of people. When we're talking about the episodes of like really having your homies back, so I want to have a scenario about having the homies back. So now I know you guys are not as much fighters anymore as you used to. Bryan was never been a fighter. I've never probably been a fighter either. So we just always try to avoid fights. But having your homies back, like, let's say your homies like obviously having a conversation, and he kind of puts you in a predicament where you kind of have to lie for him. And how do you handle that? Like, are you okay with that? Like this guy doesn't tell you; he just expects you to lie.
What kind of lie?
Anything. It could be anything. It could be a simple.
Let's do the big one. Let's do like he has a wife and he's cheating on her.
Yeah, and he expects you to lie.
Yeah.
You have your homies back on that one, Hundo? Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, but like, let's
100%.
pretend. This is what I just say. Okay, so you have your homies back, 100. Okay, so this is the what I mean.
What if you're cool with the wife?
It's a tough one. Then so how cool? Like,
you're pretty cool. Like she knows.
I met him through her.
No, not that. Like you met him first. You guys really clicked.
Right.
You felt a little bit like fuck.
Right.
Then you found out.
Yeah, I'd let him know, like, bro, we got to put an end to this. Like, you need to respect her and yourself. So, but I wouldn't throw him under the bus.
So you'll have his back. Okay, so this is a scenario.
I mean,
scenario this, then scenario this. So you're saying you have his back, right?
100%.
Okay, so I've gotten in a fight for a reason, kind of like similar to that, but it's more like, it's like my friend got so mad at me that, because like I got the call, and the call was like something like, hey, like, it's not it's cheating scenario, but it was more like, hey, where do you know where this guy is? And I said, oh, is he with you? That's the question. Was he with you? And I said, no, he's not with me. Very calm, right? Okay, thank you. And then my friend called me back and fucking cussed me out and got mad at me. He's like, what the fuck, fool? Why the fuck did you say that? Like, bro, like, you didn't tell me anything. Like, how the fuck do you expect me just to give an answer that I should know what to say? If anything, you should be the one that calls me and say, hey, I just want to let you know, fool, I used you into a lie. Okay, give me the heads up.
So my thing on that I would tell you, is if I get a call from a girl that never really calls me, and this is
but it's not even a girl, I'm just saying.
I'm not even playing devil's advocate. This is how I would be, honestly, legit. That doesn't call me, because we've had this discussion too about other stuff though. Yeah. And it's like if I get a call from someone that doesn't really call me, and it's like I know it's this guy's girl, like I'll be like, if she is he with you? I'll be like, honestly, I wouldn't pick up, first of all. That's the one thing I wouldn't do. If she called private, I'd be like, okay. I was like, oh, honestly, I don't know. Like I don't know. I haven't seen him though. You should call him. You should, like, I wouldn't give her an answer. I would just be like, you should call him. Like, honestly.
But is he with you?
Is he with you? I'll be like, right now he's not with me. Right now, like if you're talking right now, he's not with me. Has he been with you? Honestly, you should call him. Like you should call him. Has he ever been with you today though? I'll be like, call him. Just call him.
Yeah, see, but that's what I'm saying. So I would.
So
say
that's the
stuff
thing.
like
But I
that.
know like that's you gotta think fast, and that's hard to
Yeah,
do.
that's what I'm saying. So he got mad at me because of
He
that.
shouldn't get mad at you. You should just be like, "Yo, bro, like you should have just said like no, like you know, like."
I did. I said.
Or
I
you
was
shouldn't
thinking
have said
right off my
anything.
feet.
You know, like
Yeah.
I can see what he's saying, but he shouldn't expect you to like think
Yeah.
right away.
My rule is always this: if you're gonna use me into a lie, just let me know, and I got your back. Because I got to be fast on my feet, for anything. Because if these people are trying to find out if this person's lying, and you want to have your homies back, then your homie should be like, hey, heads up. Like if I knew, hey, like something's happening today, I'll be like, hey, Bill, just like someone comes in, hey, Bill, you need to pretend to do this, okay? I'll give you the heads up. Because if this person comes in and starts questioning you, and you start going like, what are you talking about, like that, and then it's gonna be looking bad on me because I'm trying to get into a lie. So I'm my thing is always, if you're gonna use someone into a lie, like give them the heads up. Like, hey, bro, I just want to let you know I kind of used your name in a lie. So if you get anything, have my back. And then that's it. And at least okay, cool. But like straight up, someone just calls you, be like, hey, Bill, where's Hyro? What's gonna be your first answer?
Call him.
Yeah, see.
But I would be the way I would say it would be in a way which they wouldn't know what I was saying. So like I'm not saying like, were you with Hyro? Hey, just call him. He'll explain everything. Well, I need to know, were you with him or not?
Because he told me you were like, he's there with you right now.
Yeah, and
Can I talk to him?
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you that I love you both. I'm not gonna get involved. Just please call him right now. I'm gonna hang up and you call.
And even then, he already just gave her the answer that she probably wants, but she didn't get it directly. Yeah. And I think that's why like he shouldn't have been upset for sure, your homie. But I think like you needed to be quicker on that shit.
I mean, I get it, but the main thing is I just say this: if you're gonna use my name, give me the heads up. Just give me the heads up.
What if it's like she's there and then it's like they're talking to each other and then it's like I was with Heido. Okay, I'm gonna fucking call him right now and see if he was with you. And then he calls you, and then she calls you, and then she's like, "Hey, were you with him yesterday?"
I better have a code. So
for me, I'll be like, "That's really why is she calling me?" First of all, so okay, she's calling me.
Yeah, don't pick up.
Was I with? Yeah, that's number one.
Period.
But for some reason, I happened to answer, and she's like, "Were you with Heido yesterday?" I'll be like, "Was I with Heido yesterday?" Like that's always to give me time to think about the lie. And it's like, "Was I with Heido yesterday?" Yeah. Were you with him yesterday? Honestly, I was really buzzing. I don't remember. Like, you should call him.
No, he's right here with me. He's on speaker. He's listening.
Oh, tell him. Yeah, Heido, was I with you yesterday? Yeah, fool, we were there yesterday. This is not. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's it. Like that's
or you just say, "Hey, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not going to get involved." So,
but but I get that scenario.
Yeah.
That's like right on the spot shit.
Yeah.
This guy wasn't right on the spot. He had time to make a lie when this person was looking for this person for 4 hours. It's the same thing when your dad calls me back in the days when he used to say, "Is Bryan with you?"
Yeah.
I used to be like, "Oh shit." I call Bryan. "Bryan, are you with me?" Very full because your dad's, he's calling. He's like, "Yeah, just say yeah to you're with me, whatever." Okay, hey, yeah, Theo, he's with me. We're just chilling, playing video games. Why isn't he answering? Oh, Theo, call him. That's how that's how I would do it. But it's just like that one was just like it was random,
Yeah, I mean, he's my cousin. We've been through everything together.
For sure.
Since I was 15, 14. Crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I just like I've always told Bryan, like, hey, if you like, it's cool. I know sometimes you have to lie to your parents or whatever, but give me the heads up because it's gonna be like hard on me. Because think about it, I also have to lie to my uncle. As much as I love my uncle, I also gotta, I gotta have his back because he's my cousin. It's crazy.
Your brother's back.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's just like you put me in that predicament, and it's like, fuck, if I mess up, this guy's gonna be like, why did you tell? And I'd have messed up a couple times where it's like, fuck, now I gotta figure out how to tell my dad my excuse or what, right? And it's just like, fuck, fool. And that's why I would tell Bryan, like, hey, bro, just do me a favor. I got your back.
I think I remember the time when you disappeared, when everyone was looking for you, and your mom like called the cops. She was tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah, she called me that time.
So, yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, you should call him. Yeah, I'm calling him. He's not picking up though. I was like having your back, even though he disappeared. Yeah. And then it turned out to be something very serious. And I was like, well, I honestly didn't know. Like I didn't know.
What was it?
Well, it's a long story. That's another podcast episode.
Pretty much disappeared on planet Earth.
I just like, you know how your parents, as you're growing up, they're always used to making contact, like, hey, let me know when you're home and stuff like that. Well, I just didn't do it for like a good like
he didn't come home.
13 hours.
He
And I didn't
spent
come
the
home.
night somewhere.
I
Yeah,
spent the night at a friend's
and
house.
he didn't get a hold of anyone.
Yeah, I didn't get a hold of
So
anyone.
did you run away technically, or you?
That's what they thought.
Yeah.
That's literally what they thought. But no, it's just literally.
Did you just forget?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I just literally forgot. Like I got home late and I'm like, oh, you know what? They're probably sleeping already. It was like 2 in the morning.
Okay.
I'm like, you know what? I'll just text them in the morning. And then like my parents had no clue where I was. Like I said, another podcast. Another podcast. We'll talk about it later.
That's fine.
But yeah, so okay, so having your homies back, so the scenarios like that, that's what you would do then too? Like getting a call like that?
Oh yeah, I mean, I would do the best I can to cause a diversion of some kind,
Mm-hmm.
and then, but I would do everything I can to have my homies back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Well,
that goes without saying on that scenario.
Okay. One last one, and this is kind of like just to finish on this one. So let's say like, you know how you always say you have your homies back, right? But you also have a thing where you think that this person is wrong. Do you still have his back even though you think he's wrong?
Yeah, I mean, like in the case of like what? Like
Anything. It can be anything. It can be as simple as like this guy is like saying something that you know for a fact it's not like true. Like like it's, let's just say like he's talking smack about a team, and you know for a fact like this guy's stupid. Like you don't even know what you're talking about. Are you gonna agree if he goes, hey, yeah, right, Bill, right? Tell him.
Yeah, I mean, look, if
Tell him the
it's
team sucks, but like it doesn't. So he's your homie. It's
yeah,
like,
I mean something that's look. Hey, for the most part, I mean,
are you gonna say he's right?
Yeah, if it's like not to avoid embarrassment for the guy or something. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You're gonna say, oh yeah, he's right.
Yeah, he's right.
Even though you know that motherfucker's wrong.
Yeah, the Dolphins, they're great. The Dolphins. They're the best team in the NFL. Dolphins fan, by the way. Niner, Dolphins.
It depends too. I think in context, Heido, if we're like in a group full of homies, then no, I would be like, well, you're tripping. Like, but if it's like that, like to avoid embarrassment, then maybe I'll be like, I guess he's right. I don't know. I would be naive too. I'd be like, maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. I got to look it up.
Yeah. That's kind of, it's funny. That's why the scenario like of like when you have, like, let's say you're married, like your wife, and then like she should always have your back, even if you say something wrong.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what I mean by like that, because that can cause problems. Like, let's just say you're arguing with someone and you're going ham and you're arguing, and then like, do you think like your homie should come in and say, "Hey, fool, stop arguing, chill," or do you think that just makes it even worse?
Yeah, I mean, arguing in front of your boys with your significant other is pretty lame as it is. Like,
but let's say it's happening.
Yeah, stay out of it, I think. Right?
Yeah, stay out of it.
Stay out of it, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't say, hey, Bryan, chill out. Or Jairo, let's, you're being like your dad,
Shit like that.
Yeah,
right?
no way.
Yeah.
No.
That'd be too crazy.
No.
Bill, you sound like your dad.
No,
Chill.
fuck.
That'll just make you worse, right? So stay out of it.
Yeah, and that wouldn't be having your boys back either.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, right?
You're not having his back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're not having his back.
Yeah,
right?
you're like, bro, like.
But do you? But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you as a person, like, you just let him go. You let him do it.
Absolutely.
Now, what if he turns around and he goes like, "What do you think, Bill? Do you think I'm wrong? Are you the type of person to be like, I'll stay out of this, or would you give your opinion?"
I hate those people.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, again, I would do everything I can to try to support you.
Okay, so let's
I
say they're
wouldn't say
both. Let's say they're both your homies and they're going at it.
Oh, they're both.
And then they ask you for your opinion. Are you the person that like states an opinion, or you stay out of it?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay, so you don't stay out of it.
I'm saying, Jairo, you're wrong.
Oh, see, so so he'll stay his opinion.
And especially if you're like,
you're
if
both
it's you two guys and you're going at it, and you say, "Hey, Bill, what do you think?" I mean, that'd be kind of weird if I plead the fifth.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm throwing it down. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna give your opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's when I say you have our backs, because you're trying to like make us come to a compromisation. I don't like when someone says, "No, I don't want to talk. Keep me out of this." I don't like that.
Me either.
I don't.
No.
And then it's like, then just leave. You know, why are you here listening to our conversation then,
Right,
you know?
exactly.
Then
So
just
true, it's
just
hilarious.
leave. Just
Hey, why are you here?
yeah, it's like you're our
Yeah.
homie too. We're asking you for opinion because we're going at it. Give your opinion. And
That's
maybe it ends
funny.
up that now we both go after you, but who cares? The whole point is that we're all homies here. You should be able to give your opinion.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, all right, cool. Well, then it sounds like you guys have your homies back for a lot of things except for negative drama. You probably already dropped those friends a long time ago.
Exactly. You know what? Yeah. It's all about positivity.
Yeah, for sure.
Looking out for each other, you know?
Yeah, you have to, man.
Yeah, man. Being happy for one another too. Like if someone's excelling, doing well, like legit be happy for them.
Yeah.
Guys, trust me.
You know what?
Use it as motivation.
Yeah,
Do it.
that's a great
It's
point.
it's so crazy to see like people just really be envious or be like jealous, you know? Like I've been there when I was young. Like yeah, I used to get jealous and be like, damn, you know, like why him, not me? And my thing is like you let that go and just be happy for them. And I think it's a better like good way of seeing things and it helps like, you know, as far as mental health and just in general with life, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you know, if I could just add this, if your best friends or your family, if you can't be happy for their success, whether it's a job, whether it's, you know, their son excelling in a sport that your son and they went further, or, you know, we had this scenario come up today, and it's like if you can't be happy for your friend's success, whatever that is, then you need to check yourself, especially as you get older. I think the best way to be successful is being happy for the people you love and letting them flourish. And all that is going to do is give you good energy.
Mhm.
The moment you start saying, man, this dude's doing too good, I got to start projecting negative energy, like that just is all bad. And
Yeah.
you got to check yourself. Like, you know, seeing success and cheering that on for your boys, that's the ultimate way to have someone's back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, true, very true.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Well, this is Spilling the Frijoles. Bill, I know you have like social media, you know, pages out there. Where can people find you? We just did it for everybody.
So the original Shady, but it's spelled Bill Shady, SHADIE.
Hey, why Bill Shady?
Because my
Are you
nickname.
shady ass?
No,
fool?
well, that's the funny part. So so Shadorf is my last name.
Right.
So when I was a little boy, everyone called me Shady, right?
Uh-huh.
Shadorf, Shady. It just is the natural progression of short thing. So when Eminem came out, they called him Shady. I was like, no way, I'm Shady. So I went out and
Ah.
bought all the Shady hats. We still have them. But anyways, my boys are Shady. So not Shady, but Shady.
That's awesome. No, that's dope. That's true. I forgot about Eminem.
And
You're probably real happy when he was
Yeah, but I was like, whoa, no, wait.
All right, and then this is Spilling the Frijoles, Bill. And the reason we call it Spilling the Frijoles is because you have to tell us one thing that you have never told anyone before, and you're allowed to say it here on this podcast.
Man, okay, I would say, so everyone knows how much I love my kids and how much I give back to the youth, certainly here in LA. And I've been part of C5 LA community and just supported different underprivileged kids. And I think the real reason behind that, I think the true motivating factor was when I was a kid, I was abused, certainly verbally and sometimes physically. And you know, you could take two different paths, two different roads.
Wait, by who though?
Oh,
Like, if you don't,
that's
sorry.
no, that's a good question. By my mom.
By your
Oh,
mom?
Yeah, by my mom. She was, you know, God bless her. She, in fact, yesterday the boys and I went to go visit my mom and dad. And yeah, she was, I think she was mentally ill, you know, for a majority of my life, which is, you know, as you look, and I landed up taking care of her. So this is when I was younger, and life is a revolving door, and what comes around goes around sometimes for the good or worse. And so, as much as I quote unquote hated my mom, for that abuse, I landed up, they moved in with me. You know, we moved from Northern California, moved to Calabasas. They
Yeah.
lived with me. You know, I grew up with a Mexican community when I was a kid, and I always saw the families take care of their families. You know, you had grandmother, great grandmother. So I kind of grew up with that. So, anyways, so
I have a
yeah.
question, if you don't mind me, you know,
This is
just because I want to.
I know.
You
Sorry.
know,
Yeah,
no,
that
no,
was
it's all good,
Idol's
man.
question. God
Yeah,
knows that.
yeah.
I guess my question
Genius.
is because, and I really appreciate you sharing this,
Yeah, of
because like I said,
course.
it's spilling for holes, and we appreciate, telling us, and I know it's probably hard when you say this, but if you don't mind me asking, like, just so that way, like, awareness of like this verbal abuse, is there something that like you can kind of tell me what were the words that she used to you? Like, did she say like you're stupid or like worse than that?
No, it's interesting. So I think my parents actually, I always had confidence as a kid, so she never beat me down like that. Like, you're stupid as shit. It was more just everything, every move, every time I turned my head, she was screaming.
Mm,
Like, the one thing I'll never forget, and again, I am opposite with my boys, and they're my best friends, but I'm their dad, and there's a fine line,
correct.
and you learn as you go. I'm far from perfect, but I've never yelled at my boys, never raised my voice at my boys. Maybe like Sam, Zach, that's it. But I lost my train of thought.
Oh, you were about to say like you remember one time that your mom like.
Yeah, so I went to this camp in 5th grade. Did you guys go to those camps where you go in the mountains?
Yeah, outdoor science school.
Outdoor ed, yeah, that's outdoor
I remember that.
education is what
Yeah.
we called it. And met this girl, and you fall in love in 5th grade. We were making out, and went on the bus ride. That I still remember those feelings of that little puppy love. Greatest thing when you're a little boy.
Okay.
And she lived in Redwood City. She took the bus, and I walked down to the McDonald's, and then we walked to my house, and my mom was playing tennis or something. And so we're in my room. I shared a room with my brother, and we're on the floor, and we're making out, and my mom walks in and just starts screaming. And
Wait, you were making out. You were 10 years old.
No, I was
5th grade, yeah, you're
Yeah,
like
you're
10.
10.
yeah, 10, 11.
You were doing work at a young
Yeah.
age.
Oh yeah, I was for sure. I was definitely doing things you shouldn't do at 10. But I think I was 11. Whatever it was,
sorry,
I felt like a man.
Your mom was yelling. My bad. I didn't mean to-
Yeah, so she screamed. What are you doing? Get out! Like, basically screamed and told the girl to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
We were little kids.
Yeah.
And so I remember, I don't remember, I got her to the bus stop. I walked her, another 2 miles to the bus, put her on her way. And then maybe 2 days later, so I was beyond embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking screaming. So
Yeah.
I don't remember what she said, but it wasn't like, you stupid idiot. It was just screaming and vicious. We had these phones with the cords that could stretch a mile,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was in the kitchen, and my parents' room was just down the hall, and I think I went out in the garage on the cord. I'm on the phone, and my mom picks up the phone in her room. Get the hell off the phone!
Mhm.
Guys, devastating. Like, brutal in the embarrassment. So I never saw that girl again. That was it.
Yeah.
So this poor little girl there was enough now. So she was MIA forever. And it was like the embarrassment of that kind of stuff was brutal.
Got it.
Like, it's hard to explain, but who would do that? Like, who would do that?
Yeah, I
To
get what
their
you're
kid.
saying.
Yeah.
On the other phone. And again, that was just one embarrassing thing that I remember, but I would walk in and it would just be like screaming.
So it was just constant, like just always mad. Sounds like, right? Like she was
Yeah,
always mad.
well, I think she turned out to, she got really sick, and I
Mhm.
think she had just some type of like disorder, like a dementia type of thing. And it turns out, I mean, it just goes deep, like
Yeah.
with her, who was her real dad, and all these layers that built
Wow.
up.
Yeah.
So bottom line is, yeah, I've never really said why I think I'm so focused on supporting kids and looking at kids as it's never their fault, and life isn't equal, and trying to put everything in a positive light and helping, supporting, giving, as opposed to taking. And I think that's all reflection of being an abused kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, thanks for sharing that, man.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, it feels good,
Yeah.
That's good. It's like pretty much saying there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah,
Like,
and you can't point. Don't point fingers. Point a thumb.
Gotcha.
What can I do? Like, we're here. This is going to be the biggest podcast in the country. What can we do to make that happen? And I think that's why I connected with you guys. All these things we talk about, they resonate for the positive side of who we are today,
Exactly,
and making a difference. So yeah.
And
Thank you,
and for everyone that's listening, I think we've said this before on other podcast episodes, but Bill kind of really did get us into the whole podcast one. We thank you for that, Bill.
Yeah, I love you guys.
We love this, and if it wasn't for us meeting you in our life, I think this would never be.
That's what life is, you know. Hey, we met each other for a reason. We're here for a reason. And that's why we're all smart, because we stuck together, because we fill each other with stuff that's positive, and that's the beauty of life.
For sure.
All right.
For sure. And we, thank you for the feedback, guys. I'm glad that we started this podcast. Thanks to Bill. And I'm glad you guys are loving it too. And just, keep giving us those comments, what you guys want to see and stuff like that. We're all ears.
Yeah. And also, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please.
Did you get scared?
Mom, what are you doing?
And don't forget our merch, guys. You guys can get our t-shirts on MexicanGueys.net.
For sure, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks.